The misty site's still shrouded in mist. Just loading these hives up, moving them away off the mower back onto low ground. I've got 8 on the pickup and 17 on the trailer, 25 in total. Just dropped off the 25 that have come out of the mist. So I've used the opportunity to rearrange them, and they're all facing the outside. These are the backs of all the hives. Look at the backs of all of them. And the advantage of that is when we come to take the honey off, I can, if I do the stack away method, I can stack the boxes behind the hives. Flying bees are coming in from the other side. They're not distracted by the boxes that are stacked up. So it's a better way really. Means I can get the pickup further in without obstructing flight of the bees. So the 1 or 2 want a bit of levelling up. But they'll be alright for now. I'll be back to feed them in a day or 2. Still got a lot of moving to do. I left them on the trailer overnight. I just ran out of daylight. So rather than stagger about in the dark, I thought, right, one more walk around. I've counted the open entrances. 25, just going to do it one more time to be sure. And then they'll away. I'm at the site of, well, there's 40 odd Langstroth hives. It's another murky, grey, cold morning. I've just tipped those 25 from the misty site. This one's no better. Well, it's not quite as bad as the one was last night. So what I've done is I've just put a travelling screen against one travelling screen per pair of hives, and I'm going to try and get this lot out today if I can at 2 goes. So the idea is I take just one hive of each pair, and if there is any bees flying, which there isn't at the moment, but there could be as the morning wears on, I'll leave a hive to catch those, and then I'll come back this afternoon and prepare the remainder to go. So hopefully by tonight I'll have this site completely cleared. That's the idea. Whether it'll work or not, I don't know. That's it, I've got every other one strapped. So I'm now going to lock them in and load them and take those away. Get back, do the same with the remaining bees, remaining hives, and they may go. I'll load them today, hopefully. They might get tipped tonight, they might get tipped in the morning. But if I can get this site clear today, that'll be a fair job done, really. Bit of foam in the entrance, get them loaded up. And what I'm also going to do with the remaining ones, the ones I left behind, I'm going to lift the lids and put them on a little bit skew width, just to let the bees go down off the insulation. Got her with me today as well. I don't think she's particularly happy. Oh yeah, she'd rather be back at home, wouldn't you? Laid in your bed. She's the laziest dog I've ever had. She just doesn't really want to know. There. Right, again. Got every other one. So we've 17 on the trailer and 5 on the pickup, 22 in total. The idea is to go and tip these, get back and screen and strap these ready for moving tonight. That's those tipped. I now need to take those screens off and take them back with me to put on the hives that are still at that site, the ones I'm going to move later on today. I'll pull the entrance blocks so far out, then take off the screens, banging off any bees that are remaining on them. Screens off, just going to gather them up, pull the foams out completely and go back to where these have come from and get the rest of them ready to move. Try and get them out today. I'll get them loaded today, whether or not I get them tipped. It has warmed up considerably. The flying here won't be as warm where they've come from, but we'll just have to see how they go. Yeah, it's a few more moved, a few more shifted. Back for the second half of this site. 21 left. So, there's not a bit of bee flight, not much. Get them strapped and screened and away. I lifted all the lids earlier on and just offset them, just let the bees go down off the insulation, the rim and the insulation. That's better. So it's just a screen on, a strap. I've got these long straps. I have some shorter ones in my shed. I should have brought them really, but I've been using these for a day or two, so. Ridiculously long for this job, but just left with all that spare, so just put it under there. I don't want that tail end flapping about and getting stuck under a wheel. There. A bit of smoke. Yeah, when I did it this morning, they were all over the insulation, the inside, so just helps the job along a bit. They're awful, these straps are getting twisted. I think it's the material they're made of. If the bees aren't too bad, if they can. If the bees are calm, it's a lot quicker to work with bare hands, it really is. That's it. Greater dexterity. Putting these straps on. They're fairly heavy, a lot of these. Odd ones are light. The really light ones, some of them are light due to being ultra productive. Put everything into supers. And others could be because there could be a drone layer. I get the feeling these are all okay. I think they're all going right. Just by the behaviour. Could be argued that I don't need the screens, but it buys me time to screen them. Those from here that I loaded this morning and went and tipped. It was getting quite warm by the time I tipped them. There was a fair bit of noise coming from them. To be fair, the noise decreased an awful lot once I lifted them off the trailer. The vibration had been on the trailer had upset them. But yeah, it's just a safety thing really. It's just if anything goes wrong, I'm not so concerned about them if there's a screen on there. Right, that'll do for that. Sometimes you just get lucky. The lucky bit isn't the gap between the crown board and the brood box. A bit of luck was in finding it and block that up. I would have poured out of there if I'd got them loaded and I hadn't seen it. I can't quite figure out what's going on there. I think it's plywood. I think that's plywood from the crown board that's parted, but I'm not entirely sure. Why by the way, it left us a gap. Oh no, I think it's a bit of wood that's broken off a queen excluder or something. I can check that out, I think. I'm going to disturb them a bit, but there's a fair old gap there. This bit of wood's the problem. And we look from the side. Sort of tapered. It's broken off from a queen excluder, I think. Slacken everything off. Try and ease it up a bit. There we are. Gently back down. That's the culprit. The corner of a queen excluder got left behind. Staples there. So anyway, that's a better fit now. Just saved a bit of hassle later on that. Although now I'm looking, honestly, look at that. Another hole here. They're going to be out of. While I'm here, we'll have that hole plugged with a bit of newspaper. My favourite repair material, newspaper. Corner filled a bit as well. Do try to keep a bit of newspaper just in my pocket of my bee soap when I'm moving bees, just for that sort of occasion. Right. Hopefully we've avoided a problem. All loaded up. 4 on the pickup and the hive stands, and then there's 17 on the trailer. 6 down each side, 5 up the middle, the other way on. So I'll just have a quick walk around and check I haven't left anything behind. So that's all loaded up. The last of the bees leaving this site. I filmed the entirety of that from the first one I blocked in until the last one. And that film length's 55 minutes, so basically under an hour to load them. I think that's not bad going. I honestly would never have known how long that had taken me, other than for the fact that the film was running all the time. So yeah, right, it's about 6 o'clock I think, so I have to take these about 6 or 7 mile. I'm going to try and get them tipped tonight. Right, we'll crack on. Just coming off the mower, just get some spectacular skies sometimes. Fantastic. We're looking west there, sun going down. Plane buzzing away in the background. Right, I'll go and get this load tipped. Just got a bit distracted with that, but anyway, back to my job. That's got the 21 off. It's just coming up 7 o'clock. I only have a few langstroths left after this, so I'm going to leave the screens on, just stick the lids on, pull the forms out. I'll take the screens away when I come to feed them. It's been a fair old day, so a bit of a treat leaving them on. The bees will be up and all over the place, and it's getting dark, so yeah, just leave them be. I'm going to stick some gloves on. They're a bit wobbly, some of them. I'll bring some chocks. I'm going to bring them some feed. Just enough on with moving them. Get them down best I can, and then have a bag of chocks with me. Ah, it's amazing. It's so much lighter when I look through the phone, through the camera, than it is in reality. All out. 21. I've counted the open entrances twice. 21. Counted the form blocks twice. 21. All right. It's been a fair old day. I left a load on from last night. I tipped them, and then I've had another 2 loads on and tipped. I managed to move 44 completely and tipped 25 as well. 64, 69, nearly 70 hives moved today. Yeah, we'll have a bit easier one tomorrow I think, because it's about killed me. Another site cleared. 18 off here. Well, 18 plus a dead one on the pickup. The 18 live ones on the trailer. Some of them are very heavy and some of them not so. And I've I think just beaten the weather. There's something coming in over there. It's pretty grim, and I can just feel the first spots of rain, so I'm going to crack on. Get these sides up and away. Just tip those 18 here. It's actually quite gloomy, but this phone camera really does make things look a lot brighter. I've just let them all out. I've left the screens on because I'm a bit pushed for time tonight. And that's the reason why I like to use screens even at this time of year. That colony in particular. Had the screen on, but they've all piled out when I've opened them up. I mean, those 2 are exceptional ones. The rest are nowhere near as strong, seemingly as strong. But yeah, just provides a bit of peace of mind when you're moving them, those screens. Right, so we have 10 on the pickup, 18 on the trailer, 28. Just a fair odd load, it's 28. A bit of video footage for the last time at this site. I'm moving them out. This is a site that was flooded most of last winter. And I've got another site just over the way there, beyond those trees, and it looks to be a lot drier. So I moved bees into there from the moor. These are now going tonight back onto one of my permanent sites, one that's been left empty specifically to take these. So it's a shame, it's a real shame, because it's a great site. It has everything in so many ways. It's shelter, it does well, yields well, so hopefully the other site over there will do the same from that point of view. It's good access, but it has one major letdown, one huge letdown, and I can accept compromise. I always talk about compromise, and this is this site's letdown. Just the water. We've had a couple of days of fairly heavy rain, and it's already starting to puddle here and there. So today's been fine, and I think the next 2 days are fine. Then we're into the weekend and they're talking more wet weather. So while I've got the chance, they're going. But it is a shame. It really is a shame. There we go. It has to be. I can't go through all that again. Not if I can help it. So lucky to be out here. So lucky to be doing this, really. Yeah, there's issues and problems with it, as is with everything, but... And there's days when it drives me crazy, but... I was talking to a friend of mine today. Young lad, well I say young lad, he's mid-30s. I've known him since he was a kid. And he's a farmer. He happened to be going out the field with a tractor. I was parked up in a lay-by quite near his farm, and he stopped to talk to us. And I was having my bait. So he was leant against me pickup. And he said, "Bye. I bet you sit in this pickup having your bait in some absolutely wonderful places." And I thought, "Bye, you're right, I do. I do, absolutely do." Yeah, just never thought about that before. Bait in wonderful places. Right. I think bee flights are stopped. I haven't got the trailer, there's 16 of them. Oh no, they are, they're bringing in balsam there. 169, bees coming in with balsam. They could be robber bees, them, I think. So, I'll give them a little while. I have just strapped and screened them now, and it's stirred them up a bit. A lot of them probably didn't need the screens, but some certainly do. There's 2 or 3 of them are exceptionally strong. But they are light, they don't want to feed, so that's another reason for getting this job done. Get them back tonight, fine day tomorrow. I'll give them the morning to fly. I'll go later on in the afternoon and get some feed onto them. But what a shame, all because of this stuff. I've got them on, 16 of them, bit of a hodgepodge of a load, but there's stands at the back here, a couple of feeders there I had earlier on. So I've got, so there's 13 on the bottom, 3 doubled up, 16. I'm leaving the chocks and the hornet trap. I'll be back in 2 or 3 days' time to feed the bees on the site over there, so I'll pick them up then. Right, we'll go and get them tipped. Just had to alter that strap over them 3 hives that are sat up on top. Just latching onto there, the natural place. The ratchet's digging into that travelling screen and moving it across, so by offsetting it like that, and behind the strap on the hive itself, it's not putting the pressure on that travelling screen, if that makes any sense. It can be difficult strapping them top ones because the roofs tighten up and then the boxes wanting to slide in towards each other. You've got to be careful and not apply too much pressure. I think it'll be all right. I'll go half a mile down the road and recheck. Right, let's go. These are the 16 I moved last night from the site that's prone to flooding. It was dark when I tipped them, so I just took the straps off, took the entrance blocks out, and I've just come back now. It's sort of mid-afternoon, 3rd of October, and I've just come back now to give them a feed. They've been flying freely this morning, so I've sort of got their orientation flight in, because once you put feed on them, it doesn't half kick them off. They're out, they're flying, they're looking for the source of that food. They don't know it's in the roof. So yeah, they were very, very light, these. I should have moved sooner, but just didn't have time. So they've all got the first gallon, they'll all definitely need a second, and some may even need a third. So I'm going to give them 5 days, come back, refill these feeders, give them another 5 days, see where we go from there. Just glad to get them done. Good to see them flying.